Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. I am Bishop Durrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are the Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell and the Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2026, we are celebrating the 41st anniversary of Hotspots Magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 11,000 stories and 11 million views so far. We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
We are proud to announce that Hotspots Happening Out is a beneficiary of the Florida AIDS Walk. Funds raised will be matched dollar for dollar in support of Hotspots Happening Out's HIV policy reform and educational programs, including the MSM conference. We invite you to join the walk by making your signing up at www.faw.lgbt. Join us on March 21st to walk in support of the community impacted by HIV. This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. The Global Justice Institute responds to military action against Iran. On February 28th, the Global Justice Institute's Council of Bishops, which includes both Bishop Durrell and Bishop Robert of Sunshine Cathedral, released a statement that read in part,
and I am quoting, "Around 2 a.m. Eastern Time, the United States military immorally and illegally attacked the nation of Iran. The Global Justice Institute categorically and unconditionally condemns the attack and calls on all members of Congress to renounce complicity and stand up against this wanton violence aimed not at eliminating nuclear armaments, but only at egotistical and maniacal empire building. Take to your pulpits, take to the airwaves, use your podcasts and social media platforms, march, protest, refuse to follow illicit orders. Do not let up until the tyranny that has befallen our country and our world at the hands of a wayward and unhinged leader is permanently brought to a halt. Our republic, our democracy, the well-being of the world we are a part of is at stake. Keep hope and freedom and goodwill alive," end quote. Before we discuss the latest military aggression of the Trump regime, this is a prayer that Bishop Durrell posted on social media that same day.
God help us. I mean, you won't. What could you do? Are you more able to intervene than you were in the early, terrifying days of AIDS? Are you any more ready and willing to stop atrocities than you were during the Holocaust, the Blitzkrieg, Apartheid, the destruction of native cultures? Can you do in the middle of this mess what you have not done for other messes? Probably not. But that doesn't mean you can't cry with us. You can wish we'd get our shit together. You can wonder why we allow evil and cruelty to prevail. You can nudge consciences still supple enough to be prodded. You can stir within us our inner reserves of courage and hope. Do what you can. And for heaven's sake, hopefully we will do what we can. As we raise our voices and stand for peace and justice, truth and human rights, I hope we feel your soft, gentle voice within us say, "Well done." Amen.
indeed. I don't know to what depths this country is going. I don't fully understand how our legislatures, I gave up a long time ago calling them our leaders, how our legislators are sitting back. I know that there's supposed to be a vote sometime soon to determine whether or not to give this president official sanction, the War Powers Act, but this president does not care. This president will do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And all of us hope and pray for consequences, but we have yet to see any consequence to his behavior. I listened to the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, and he was decrying that the Iranians were bombing other places than just U.S. bases, that they were bombing places, one in Dubai, I believe, in Abu Dhabi. So the Iranians are saying that if you are any way, it seems to be, aligned with the United States of America, you are now a sworn enemy.
Yeah.
And Marco is just clutching his pearls, saying they're bombing schools, they're bombing communities. What has our partner in this crime been doing in Gaza for all of this time? We can't take a moral high ground and say that the other people are doing the same thing that we're doing. I don't understand. I do understand, and I don't accept that this country can't do better. And I'm talking to our legislators out there. Get off your asses, do your job for once, because this is one that's going to bite you on your ass. Gas went up from $2.89 at one of my gas stations to $3.19 in a day. I didn't pass by it today, but I bet that it's even higher.
Yeah.
So this person who said that he was going to be the president who didn't put us into wars, immediately put us into this war that will not end, in my opinion, anytime soon.
Yeah.
Iran has the largest army in the Middle East.
Hello.
So, yeah, this isn't going to be a walk in the park.
No.
And this preemptive stuff, first of all, preemptive stuff isn't, unless they already had the weapon pointed at you and you saw the plans and they were going to, like, preemptive it's just an excuse to do what you want to do.
Right.
But that they don't have launching capability, they could not get a missile past Eastern Europe.
Right.
There was never going to be a missile that came to the United States.
Right.
Their launching capability doesn't reach past Eastern Europe. London is safe. Ireland is safe. You know, so they were going to, no, they were not. They didn't have capability, and they have no plans. And if they started plans today, it would take over a decade to make it happen. So this was not a defensive move for us. Now, supposedly there was a security leak that they were planning to do something to Israel, and so we had to help our ally. But I heard somewhere that they may be planning to do a thing. I don't know if that's justification for rushing in and killing, especially without any sort of due process.
Yes.
Bounce this off to Congress. What was the urgency? But there's also a thing. We were very worried about Venezuela. So we had to get rid of their leader and take over their oil. Well, then come to find out his oil buddies didn't want Venezuelan oil.
That's what's funny.
Because it's basically sludge. And so you have to mix it with another agent to make it thin enough, to be usable. Well, the oil that Iran pumps that comes out of their ground is such an oil. It's thin enough so they can mix that with the thicker one and have usable. So you have, now the Venezuela oil is usable if we have Iran's resources. But we're trying to liberate the Iranian people. Unless you don't doubt that, then we're trying to protect ourselves. Unless you see that that's complete bullshit. Well, then we're trying to protect our friend Israel. And what we're trying to do is what empire always does: is invade and swipe resources. That's what's happening, to enrich an oligarchy, and to distract us. Because I've got one word I want to say at one time: Epstein, 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 Ep to the stain, Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. That's what is happening. That he will kill.
Yeah.
That he will destroy girls' school. He will kill. Within 24 hours, 6 U.S. people, military had already died. That he will kill people. He will kill little girls in a school so that we won't talk about him abusing little girls in the United States. So yes, this is about money. This is about him, and only the entire Middle East has to pay the price for it now. Because Iran, this is twice that the U.S. has attacked them during negotiations. This is within a day of the Iranian Representative for Mr. Rivera was saying, I think we're close to a deal, like it was very cordial, blah, 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 within a day. Yeah. And then, so yeah, it's the mendacity, and it's the cruelty, and it's the illegality, all wrapped up in a bow, and we can't get our legislators or our justices to make a peep, which is why I'm not very optimistic about our country.
Hello.
I mean, it'll be on the map, and we'll have jobs to go to, and but this bright, shining city on a hill, it was always a myth, and now it's not even a myth we can pretend to aspire to. We've squandered that. So anyway, and here's the other excuse. Well, the Venezuela guy was a monster, and the Iran guy is a monster. Okay, they're monsters. Let's get their people to deal with it, or let's get the United Nations to collaboratively do a thing. You just don't go in and kill someone because you decide they're a monster. What if it happened the other way around?
Yeah. Hello, kettle.
So we wouldn't like that, would we? Even though I don't like him, I wouldn't want someone to come and just, taking out people in our government. So yeah, that you decide someone is a monster is not justification for escalating what could amount to be a global war. I mean, and Iran is saying, yeah, if you've got a military base, or if you've got a good trade deal, or if you've got anything to do with the United States, yeah, you're my enemy too. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And because they're
doing it now.
They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing it because what country? I mean, Luxembourg probably has an army that could fit at this table. If Luxembourg was attacked, would they just sit there and say, "Oh, I hope that doesn't happen again"? No, even they would do something. So yeah, we are completely wrong about this. There's no justification, and the ones they offer are shell game anyway.
You're right.
But there's no justification for this, and that we keep allowing just illegality and brutality and cruelty. There's karma, and we're going to reap. We're going to reap the harvest of this really ugly crop we've planted.
Right. Cruelty and evil, it makes no sense. Follow the money. Yeah, there was a statement, if I remember correctly, made that they were doing this to help the Iranian people, that they wanted the Iranian people to go in and take care of their government, and they wanted to help the Iranian women, and then they went and bombed a girls' school. Now, I hope that no one is naive enough to believe that he has anyone's best interest at heart. And I also have to kind of wonder, a lot of these legislators and Trump himself consider themselves to be Christian. Has there been any reflection? Has there been any thought about people and people's lives? And I think we all know better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 10 Commandments, they want posted everywhere. Say something about not coveting your neighbor's stuff, their oil and whatnot. Says something about not murdering people.
Those 10 Commandments.
And so, yeah, which shows you even that is BS. They don't care about the 10 Commandments. They don't care about anything. Now, there is a segment of Christianity that's very politically powerful.
Yeah.
The religious right, fundamentalists, some parts of the evangelical community, everything way right of center. And they just get moist and hard and out of breath whenever anything like this happens in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Because Jesus is coming back.
The rapture's coming,
yeah.
baby.
Jesus is coming, and it's going to land, on the Mount of Olives or whatever. And before that happens, there has to be all this upheaval. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. First of all, fools shooting at each other, we've always had with us, we will always have with us. Second of all, you've been waiting for 2,000 years for the magic event. No, just get over it. Now, you can make terrible things happen, but that's not going to bring Jesus back. And so, yeah, this weird escapist fantasy that if we can just make everything terrible enough, then that proves that our theology is right, and then Jesus has got to come save us. Or you could pick up some litter off the ground. You could adopt a highway. You could pay taxes instead of voting for people who only want to cut billionaires' taxes. You could actually try to make the world better. But this weird fantasy that if we can just make it completely dystopian, well then, here comes Mighty Mouse Jesus to save the day, and it's delusional. It's delusional. It's psychotic. And so, yeah, I know we have freedom of religion. We have to respect everyone's path, but these people's path has become politically powerful.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get us in a lot of trouble. They have gotten us in a lot of trouble. They are why we have the administration we have today, and they're why we will probably never have the same regard in the community of nations that we once had ever again.
Yep.
And if Jesus came back, would they, number one, recognize him? And number two, would they listen to
Shoot a missile at
what
him.
he's saying? Say again?
They'd shoot a missile at him.
Thank you. Thank you. They'd look at him and go, this is the guy who told us that we're supposed to love everybody. This is the guy who told us that we're supposed to feed everybody. This is the guy who told us that we're supposed to welcome the foreigner and the stranger. Oh, get rid of this guy.
Yeah, well, and
That's who they're waiting for.
they did.
Many years ago, I remember Marcus Borg saying if Jesus came back, he would probably not be here. He would be in like Guatemala.
Yes,
Yeah.
Do you know that?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the State Department said, oh, if you're in all these places, Oman, all these places getting bombed by Iran because we poked the hornet's nest, get on a plane and get out. We're not sending choppers, we're not sending military, but get on a commercial plane, getting out.
In an airport that's closed.
A couple of the targets have been airports.
Yes.
And others have been closed because of it.
Yes,
So
and
there's-
hotels.
So they're in rubble or they're closed down because they're afraid they might be in rubble. So get home now.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I guess with the same magic that's bringing Jesus back, just get in that magic elevator and get the hell out of here. It's crazy. That's what I think that's what torments.
It is sad.
Meanness
Yeah.
we've always said was always cruelty, but the crazy
Yeah.
is making me crazy. And that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about. Please like and share this and other episodes of the Queer God Squad.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.